Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. And we are still here in Sasau, guys. We got a new quest to go ahead and find some jobs for our buddies. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to go. But we're also waiting for the masters in Sasau to finish Lady Stephanie's crown. So we've got a few days that we're going to have to wait. So I figure what we'll do is we'll talk to the innkeeper here about any quests that we can do in the area. And if that goes well, then we can go ahead and head that direction and basically just waste some time until the crown is ready. Where is the... There you are.
Good health to you.
And good health to you.
Are there any problems around here I might be able to help with?
Well, it depends what you're willing to do. Of course, it's your own Skalitz folk need the most help. There's some of them at the monastery. I talked to Johanka a few times, and she's working her fingers to the bone, taking care of the injured ones there. I'm sure she'd welcome some good Samaritan who would lighten her load. And there's another thing.
Ooh.
There was one troublemaker around here not long ago, but we dealt with him. He was selling some relics and he claimed were miraculous, but it was nothing but worthless trinkets. The villagers sent the bloody swindler packing so fast you couldn't see his heels for dust.
There.
All the way to the
Satisfied?
Dechko, I believe. I reckon he won't last long there either. That's all I can think of.
Still,
A
not
milk
too
goat
shabby.
with the ale, please.
Okay. Well, I guess we can go ahead and head to the monastery and see if we can figure that. Also, you may notice that I am running because I threw all the rabbit meat, all 20-something plus pounds of it, to Pebbles here, who is now taking care of that for me. Unfortunately, that meat does not go bad, thank God. So it'll be ready to go to deliver when we head back to Talmberg to show the crown to Stephanie. Now, this monastery has caught my attention. It looks like a very well-fortified structure. It looks pretty awesome. Let's go in and say hello. Hopefully they will let us go in and say hello. Only one way to find out. Up easy there, guys. There you go. Thank you, Pebbles. You have discovered the monastery courtyard. And discovered the herbalist. Oh, the monastery's in construction. Okay. Interesting. I'm also waiting for someone to call out to us. Map. There's the quest giver. Okay, we also got something up here and another courtyard. We got an alchemy bench. I don't know, this is better fortified than a lot of the castles I've seen, I have to say. Also, I have considered going back to Skalitz and looking to see what happened to the castle there. Did anyone go back to Skalitz? Is it still abandoned? You know, these are interesting questions that we need answered. Looks like we have one more. Oh, we have learned custodian. Does that mean we have to sweep now? Custodian means caretaker, if I recall correctly. Alright, let's head to the other side and see what that is before we talk to this lady. Maybe we'll learn some cool medicine things. Or can we, is the question. Lockpick very hard. Okay. I just mastered lockpick very easy, so it's gonna... that ain't gonna be the case. So I believe she is right here. Yep.
I hope they leave soon.
Johanka?
Johanka?
Johanka.
Henry?
I'm glad to see you.
Just my luck.
Me too. I heard that you're doing well.
Well, that depends.
You're alive. So you're doing well.
What's happening here? Oh my god.
Philip and... they're all...
Yes. Where do you think the wounded ended up?
Actually, I had no idea.
Well, now you know.
Another one.
Me and Nicodemus have been trying to keep things under control since Skalitz was raised. Just the two of us.
We can do it if we try. Oh,
What does he want here?
So can I help at all?
Certainly. We can always use an extra pair of hands here. And it's been like that since the beginning.
I was in a bad way myself back then. They took me to Ratai unconscious, and I needed a healer. How is everyone holding up? What can I do?
Holding up? People here are dying, usually needlessly, and I can't do anything about it. We don't have enough food or space or anyone who's willing to help us.
hi. I'm here. She seems very salty, and rightfully so. Help with healing the sick in the monastery.
Doesn't anyone help you with nursing these people? You've got scholars all around you.
Scholars, maybe, but they leave the healing up to God. Nicodemus is trying, but everything he knows is from his books.
I don't have good... K?
Can I have a look at them myself? I know a little about healing.
Do you now? And what would you do if you burnt yourself at the forge?
First, you have to cool it down with water. Marigold ointment helps, and it's better if you don't bind it and let it breathe.
You do know what you're talking about. Looks like blacksmiths know about more than just pulling teeth.
Pulling teeth? Nothing to it. As long as you don't squeeze the pincers too hard and crush them.
Well, go and see if anyone needs anything. Just don't go pulling anyone's teeth.
Best mini-game ever.
Doesn't the monastery care for them?
They give us some food for them and a place to sleep, but I wouldn't say they help exactly. More like they just tolerate us.
Do you have enough food?
Enough to survive, maybe, but convalescents need feeding up.
Maybe if I brought some meat, some game, that would strengthen them up.
That would be a great help.
I've got some... Okay, do I have to shoot some deer? Oh, game meat. Yep, I do have to go shoot some deer.
Anything else you need?
Look around.
Well, it is a little crowded.
Yowza.
Crowded. I've had to leave some of the sick lying in the open air, even at night. And have you seen what they're lying on?
I'll try to negotiate better conditions with the monastery.
I tried that, out loud. They just nod their heads, but don't move a muscle.
Very well. And how are you doing? You're the only woman here, alone in the monastery.
Some of the monks speak to me, but other people act like I don't exist. Too bad the custodian isn't one of those.
Is the custodian causing you problems?
All the time. Apparently he has a wife somewhere, but that doesn't stop him. He's constantly strutting around in front of me.
And, what else?
What do you mean, what else? He's invited me to his home.
I could do something about it, if you liked.
No, I can deal with him. The last thing I need is you going around threatening people. It won't help me, and it definitely won't help the refugees.
Okay.
Why is there a guard outside?
He's here because of me.
Because of you?
Yes. There was one time I just had enough of it all, of the way they treat us, and I almost slapped one of... But that doesn't matter.
What can you tell me about the custodian?
He's supposed to be in charge of all the guards and the security of the monastery. But really, he has a say in pretty much everything, including supplies. And that's why he probably thinks he can do whatever he wants.
Gotcha, so I need to talk to him anyway.
All right, that's all I need to know.
Look, Henry, I know I can speak harshly, but I'm at the end of my tether. Last week Bohuslav died. Maybe you knew him. And nobody even blinked an eye. We desperately need help.
I'll do whatever's in my power.
Hmm.
Tell me more about the situation here.
Nope, that's it.
All right, that's all I need to know.
Whew, we have learned charity. Is that right? So, come here, Pebbles. Let's see. Do they consider rabbit meat? I got 108 hare meat. I can spare some. I can always go shoot more rabbits. In terms of food, dried meat. Oh, so that's what they considered it. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get the hare meat out of here. And we'll see if maybe...
There's another one.
You hush. Monastery, infirmary, hells, bells.
Tell me more about the situation here.
That should be enough, right? Nope.
All right, that's all I need to know.
Okay, so rabbit meat isn't going to do it. Brother Elias.
Everything. And who are you?
Brother Elias.
What do you do here?
What I can. I'm just trying to help the Skalitz locals as much as I can.
How long have you been helping here?
Since before the refugees arrived. It was much less crowded back then.
And what do you do here exactly?
Mainly, I help Brother Nicodemus. Occasionally, I keep watch at night in case someone takes a turn for the worse. Sometimes I have to hold a patient down or fetch and carry things.
Do you know anything about healing?
A little. I can manage the basics, but without Brother Nicodemus, I'd never be able to deal with the more difficult cases.
Thank you.
Just a soldier in the trenches. Okay, let's not try and step on the wounded.
Loud.
Ah, hello there.
You're the one who's in charge of the wounded.
Yes, I'm the infirmarius here. Time was I only had a few elderly monks who couldn't walk to take care of. Now I have this mess to deal with.
Monks so old they can't hold themselves up with their own legs.
Oh, if that were the only bodily function they could control. But I shouldn't talk like that. It's a blessing to live to such an age.
How are the wounded from Skalitz?
Some of them are well taken care of. But others are dying here needlessly. It's a good thing we have Johanka here. I'd never be able to manage on my own.
So you don't normally treat the wounded then?
Well, there were accidents, of course. A broken leg, someone who'd been kicked by a cow or bitten by a goat. But this... I've never dealt with the carnage of battle before.
If only it had been a battle. This was cold-blooded slaughter.
You were there? God be merciful to you and the dead and the wounded.
How can I help you?
Have you talked to Johanka?
Speech perk.
I did.
Well, if you know something about it, then go and take a look. However, you don't look like you've studied the Hippocratic arts.
That's true. I'm the son of a blacksmith. But I have been around the wounded before. What do I do if I'm not sure of the treatment?
Come and speak to me. We'll see what we can do.
Neat.
What do you think about the custodian?
Baron von Berg? Well, he does his job well. He keeps us safe here. And the last time I saw him was when I was rubbing ointment on his rash.
Ugh.
I heard he's been here a lot lately.
Well, that's true. He comes to visit Johanka. But he's never here long, and he always leaves unsatisfied.
He wants to share his rash.
Thank you.
Okay.
Why are they so badly provided for? People are crammed in next to each other, and some have to sleep outside. That can't be good for them. It gets freezing here at night.
I can't afford anything more for them.
How is that possible? You're the infirmarius. You decide how all the money gets spent.
But I have no say in how much money I'm given. And because the abbot's away, it's still the same amount I had when I was taking care of a few old men.
Ah.
Can't you do anything? Won't the others help?
Unfortunately not. The brothers in the cloister aren't much interested in the external world, and the custodian has enough on his plate with the chaos in the region. Besides, his main concern is the smooth running of the monastery.
And the local custodian? His crew has enough provisions.
I tried him, but it seems he had some disagreement with Johanka, and now he won't give us anything.
I'll try to talk to him.
I'm going to end up having to punch him. That's pretty much it. At the very least.
I can't believe your conscience lets you leave the Skalitz locals in such a state.
Oh, this isn't fair.
I know. I'm ashamed. But my brothers believe it's all in God's hands now.
Even so, conditions here seem to me quite unchristian.
You're not the only one.
Okay, can we actually learn?
I'd like to learn something from you.
And what can you do?
A bit of everything.
Can you now? But to be more precise, do you understand herbs and medicinal plants?
Nope. Let's be honest here. Let's not lie to the brother.
To be honest, not really.
So what am I supposed to do with you? Well, never mind. At least you'll learn something new. Go to the herb garden, take a good look at what's growing there, and then pull up the weeds in the herbaceous beds. Is that clear?
Clear. I can get cracking.
Not so fast. Have I even told you what I consider a weed? It's dandelions, stinging nettles, and thistles. Those plants have their use, but they've no business growing among the euphrasia and the mentha, or anywhere else in that garden for that matter.
Okay.
I see.
Once you've cleared the garden of weeds, come back. And woe betide you if you pull up anything but weeds.
Oh,
Don't worry. You've never had as good a gardener.
training in alchemy. Ah, okay. I see. Well then, I'm going to pull up some weeds, and that probably includes talking to the custodian. Let's go ahead and put all the hair meat back with Pebbles. And we did level up something in speech. Final offer, empathetic, silver tongue. You have 50% higher reputation when you talk to women and a +1 speech bonus, so you can persuade them more easily, and you can avail of the Bath Wench's services for free. The Bath Wenches have services? Increases your speech skill when haggling. In dialogues, you'll see counterpart stats in skill checks. When a trader loses patience. I like the empathetic. The troubadour too I like as well, but I think this one will be a little bit more better for our purposes. The long term. Well, where is your garden then, sir? I assume it's over here, maybe? Because it wouldn't be... that area is actually closed off to us. Or maybe it's one of these gardens out here. I don't know. Okay, there's the pit pocket. We're looking for the custodian. I know that ain't you. Maybe he's over here. Can we have a chat with this guard? Nope. Now we got another one of the monks here. Brother Porter.
Can I take a look inside the monastery?
What's got into you, boy? The grounds inside the monastery belong to the monks of the Order of Saint Benedict. No others shall pass.
None shall pass. Okay. So let's look at our quest log here and see what exactly we've got. On the Send and Vengeance, of course. We've got weeds. Let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and get rid of the Good Thief for right now. Look at all these side quests. Good lord. Beggar's Feast and yeah. So it looks like the Herbs Garden is over here. Well, actually, maybe not. Let's... Oh, I was right. It is up north. Pebbles! We're going to learn something today, because I have actually not done any kind of herb gathering in this entire series. And it's about high time that we do that. As I said before when I started, I knew that this was going to be like a long series, and I'm just really kind of taking my time here because I'm enjoying it so much. Okay, here's the garden in question. Eyebright. So we are looking for dandelions. What else was there? Dandelions. He liked the nettle, didn't he? Didn't like the dandelion. Thistles, right? A la Eeyore. Or dandelion. Mint. Oh, there's a thistle. Eeyore would be proud. Do we have to like clear the entire garden of weeds? Because that's going to be time constraint, or yeah, constraining. What was it on the quest log? Ooh, weeds. Weed the bat. Oh. Toggle the quest log. Oh, nettles, thistles, and dandelions. So we have to pull all of these. Okay, I'm going to have to do that at another time. At least I know what I'm looking for. So let's see where we can find this custodian and have a chat. Try and get supplies from the custodian. Okay, and looks like the custodian is this way. Ah, okay. This must be the garrison, quote-unquote. Urban.
I hope I can be of help to you, knight.
Ooh, you think I'm a knight?
Whose house is this?
It's our local custodians. The most esteemed Sir Sebastian, Baron von Berg.
You don't seem to think very much of him.
But of course I do. A man with a nose so stuck up that it acts as a rain funnel can't be all bad.
What does the custodian do, anyway?
Well, he's meant to look after the local community and keep the peace.
But?
Oh, that might be him.
But in fact, he seems more interested in robbing everyone blind.
Keep your voice down.
I'm much obliged.
Don't mention it.
You look bored.
Beyond tears.
How can you be bored here in Sasau? In such a holy place, filled with knowledge.
Don't even talk to me about it. They won't let you touch the books. They don't want to talk to you. And when I wanted to look at the remains of St. Procopius, at least, they ran me off. Me! Like some kind of thief. What good is the whole blasted monastery if I can't even do that?
Maybe I could help you.
How? You're not planning some mischief, are you?
No, not at all. I was going to bring you something from the cave under the monastery where he spent his time. You can get in there, you could touch it for luck, and then I'd return it.
Well, now. You'd do that for me?
How did Henry know that?
Then I'd be very grateful to you.
More quests. Saintly remains. Good lord. Okay, now we saw that guy get a piece of the remains of Saint Procopius for Urban. Hello, guard. It's a very hard lockpick. Maybe he is up here. So, oh, hello, Sebastian.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
You have a very punchable face.
I'm helping at the infirmary now, and I came to...
Ah, and how is Johanka? Do you know her well?
Yes, I do.
Good, good. Does she ever talk about me?
I'm mainly here for supplies and to talk about the state of the wounded from Skalitz. They need blankets, food...
Well, that's not my problem. Let the infirmarius take care of it.
His hands are tied. Until the abbot comes back, he can't get anything.
And why should that interest me?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because I'll pay you.
For supplies? But of course. That will be...
Oh, come off it. You get your supplies from the monastery for free. No one will bat an eyelid if you ask for more. Blankets can get chewed up by mice. Food can go off.
150? Oh, that's child's play for us. But let's go ahead and talk him down.
Agree?
It'll take more than that to persuade me.
140? Alright, that sounds fair.
Yes. These things happen, certainly. And as long as the monastery needs my protection, they'll have to put up with it.
Okay, there's your supplies. That's at least one thing taken care of. So huzzah for that. Let's go ahead and let them know. They should be happy. As much as they can be, given the situation. Okay, Brother Elias. He's not the person I need to talk to. I need to talk to you. As you take a sniff.
It's done.
Did you weed the beds and leave what should be growing there alone?
Oh, no. No, that's not what I wanted. Ah, crud.
I may have picked a couple of the other plants by mistake.
I didn't do that.
If it's only a couple, there's no harm done. I'm going to check with my own eyes.
No, don't do that. That's not what I meant to do. Ah. Grumble. Okay, well, that happened. Hey, can we talk to you again and say no?
Thank you.
Ah! Okay, I need to hustle. Hustle, Henry. Run. Grab the stuff before the teacher gets back. Put it away. Oh, this ain't gonna work. It's okay, though. Pick. Grab the nettles. All the nettles. We've learned new things in herbalism. Okay, I don't see him. Oh, I saw him. I saw him. He's on his way. Don't mind me. It's your fault you have so many weeds in this garden. If you're not, well, you're tending to the wounded instead of the. I can respect that, but. Do. Hi.
Were you satisfied with my weeding?
No.
You said it was finished, but I took a look at it. Is that what you call a finished job? Try again and do better. That simply isn't good enough.
Understood. Now that I know that that was what they meant. But okay, guys, I think we will go ahead and end the episode here, and when we get back, see if we can help the monastery even more. And it's still like the full day. I don't know if we need to go back and get the crown for Stephanie yet. But I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.